The chaos of Hurricane Idalia can be seen and heard right there. This is footage from Cedar Key, a town right on the Gulf Coast about 2 hours north of Tampa. Idalia made landfall early this morning, and now people in Florida are dealing with the aftermath. Good afternoon, I'm Brooke Slyer.
And I'm Shay Harris. Now the storm ravaged the Gulf Coast and it's continuing its way up the East Coast.
Here's how the radar looked. This is when the storm officially made landfall just before 8 a.m. Eastern time. You can see the worst of it took place on the north part of the Florida Gulf. This is farther north, though, than when Ian made landfall last year. But as you can see, those patches of red that branch off also pack a punch. Florida is still feeling the storm from top to bottom.
And this is how Idalia looked actually from the International Space Station. You can actually see the complete width of the hurricane. It covered much of Florida once it pushed inland, and then it started impacting the southernmost part of Georgia. Some areas reporting new high levels of storm surges reaching up to 16 feet in western Florida.
This is traffic cam footage from shortly after the sun came up near Perry, Florida. That's on the east side of the Panhandle. Wind shook these traffic lights to the point of near collapse, and at the time, anyone driving on the roads would have been in severe danger. Those winds are a big part of why officials were urging for evacuations.
And Brooke, even in the areas where winds were not a large issue, the rains and the storm surge brought high levels of water. Now the flooding you're watching here is in Steinhatchee. Now that's a small coastal town that's right off the Gulf. Idalia was at a Category 3 storm level when it ravaged this area. You can definitely see it, the way that it left.
And take a look at this. A gas station in Perry collapses under the stress of wind and rain. Freestanding structures are in danger in these conditions. And this video shows why. At that time, wind gusts were estimated about 85 miles per hour. Perry is just 22 miles from where the hurricane made landfall.